Hello there, prospective dungeon delver of Terra Online. I see you've stumbled across this completely helpful walkthrough for the newly revamped Baldur's Temple Solo Mode. Yes, while other people are creating resources and guides for the newer dungeons, I thought it would be a bit of a blessing for new and old players alike to be spoon-fed what used to be an absolutely wonderful dungeon that is now a sorry sack of crap and a shadow of its former self. Sorry. But let's cut to the chase, shall we? Let's move on. Welcome to Baldur's Temple Solo Mode. If you've been here before, you've either been here for one of two things. Number one, you were one of those losers who paid the subscription and had this as your first 4 to 5 months of endgame. Or, number two, you completely ignored that giant-ass baboon to your right and immediately hung to your left to kill some damn slots so you could play Wall Street with a goddamn auction house. Whoopsie. Did I sound angry there? My bad. But, as you can see, there are no slots. Sorry, sucks for you. Instead, turn your ass around in a 180-degree angle and go back to the baboon you've probably been ignoring for the past half year. As you can see, this glorious, majestic beast is a baboon. And if you play Terra long enough, you know that next to nobody knows what the hell to do when you encounter a baboon bam. But you're not one of those half-wit morons. You are empowered with the knowledge of this guide. As you can see to this bamboo's left, there are 2 giant trees, which he likes to climb on and straddle for about half a minute. Obviously, since they've nerfed the living daylights out of this dungeon, you won't even need to worry about the mechanics of this fight, since you'll probably have him dead before you could say purple swirly ass. But for the sake of teaching you, break the trees to render him homeless. Hopefully, the thought of living in the jungle without a tree and being made fun of by other baboons will crush him spiritually. If it doesn't, shove your sharp weapon up his bright purple ass. Anyways, after you deal with the baboon menace, the gates to the main temple of Baldur's Temple open. For a brief moment, you get a 30-second cutscene of areas within the temple you'll never get to see, unless you find a group with the 5-man. But who would waste time with the 5-man? Anyways, this next part requires a semi-functioning brain that is capable of distinguishing on whether or not you've been through these edges already. Yes, this is a maze, filled with plenty of dead ends and annoying-ass traps. Once you and your intelligent, beautiful self manage to find your way out of this hellhole, you can then move on to give the middle finger to protect the rainforest activists by gathering all these trees and murdering the hell out of them. Once you do that, you can inquire about further information from their leader, this weird-ass moss-ridden Kumas, who will belly-flop you with his rolls of fat for attacking peaceful trees that simply wanted to live. And, to make matters worse, you have mechanics in this fight that would slaughter a person whose mind is not capable of moving from left to right when faced with a line of angry trees that seem to always hit their master rather than you if you're mindful enough to dodge out of the way. When you're done cutting down rainforest for paper and picking on the Kumas, you move on to your final fight. This final fight is so difficult and epic that for the purposes of this video, I have turned off my user interface to allow a clearer picture and understanding. Behold, this beautiful, sexy beast of a Kumas. He is so glorious and wonderful that there are statues dedicated to his righteous form all around the room. Simply attacking him for the first few seconds will not even faze the beast, but when he does find you a threat, be prepared for the fight of your life. As you may notice, the statues around that praise his existence fire brightly colored balls toward you. Your first thought might be to dodge them and avoid potentially murderous damage, but I say nay to those who do. What people don't know is the secret power-up you get by running into as many balls as possible. The Kumas will be slightly confused and wonder why the hell you're purposely getting hit by his defense mechanisms. Take this time to strike and rip apart his sorry head with your weapons! And you should kill him. Anyways, if you follow these vague steps and tips that I gave you, you should be done with the dungeon, because it doesn't require half a brain to do this goddamn thing. What's that? It was short? Well, unfortunately, the true final boss of this dungeon was removed because Bluehole Studios thought that everyone would be too much of a dumbass to handle a mechanic that turns your entire screen black. No, seriously. Anyways, retrieve your hard-earned, amazing rewards. It's all tier 13 stuff again. Damn it! Yes, while other people are creating good... Bleh. because you are one of those losers who paid the subscription and had this game for the first 4 or 5 there. Be prepared for your life. What? No. For a fight of your life. Anyways, if you follow these Bluehost student